Hi, I'm Nigel from mayamada, here with another storytelling tip, this time from the 2016 Star Wars spin-off adventure Rogue One. Episode 44's tip is all about how to kill the main characters in your story, which can be a touchy subject, I know. Now, I was surprised watching this because for a holiday blockbuster release aimed at families, having all your main characters die at the end is quite a dark turn for the story to take. And especially a story coming from Disney. Though as bold as the move was, if I was being hypercritical, I'd still say it felt relatively safe considering that the deaths came at the end after the mission had been successfully accomplished. Plus, with this being a standalone prequel to A New Hope, there was no expectation of seeing these characters again anyway. That's not to say it was done badly, just that it missed out on some narrative consequences that could have been explored when killing off your characters in a story. It's something that Game of Thrones fans know all too well.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
So I wanted to look at different aspects of storytelling that can be explored when killing off the main characters in your stories. Number 1. It heightens the stakes in a story. If one of the major characters in your story is killed in pursuit of the goal, then we, the audience, know the consequences for failure for the remaining characters. So when poor Ned Stark is killed at the end of Season 1 in Game of Thrones, it's a shocking event, but one that also makes very clear the consequences for a misstep in this world. Number 2. Killing your main characters allows you, the creator, to increase the empathy that is felt for the surviving characters. And having most of the main characters die at the end of Rogue One means that we didn't get to sit with that loss and see how those deaths impacted the surviving characters. Now, I know this is due to this particular story's place in a wider narrative, but something worth considering for your stories. The anime Gurren Lagann is one of my favourite examples of death being used to increase the audience's empathy for the surviving characters as well as impacting on the narrative going forward. Number 3. Implementing major character deaths keeps you from treating your characters too nicely. Now, it shouldn't be used for that reason alone, but knowing that a major character can die throughout the course of your story reminds you as a creator not to be too complacent and assume everyone will make it out of your story in one piece, because that can make for a really uninteresting, low-stakes story in itself. Number 4. Major character deaths can offer your audience a release, catharsis, or a sense of justice done. The justice part can typically be thought of in the context of a villain, but it's also something for other characters as well. When the audience knows a character in your story has done wrong, they will want to see them brought to justice. And a satisfying character death is one way to deliver on that. Delaying this kind of justice is one way to keep audiences engaged and build up the tension until the moment that character eventually falls and that tension is released. And number 5. The death of a main character not only impacts on that character's arc, but can also impact positively or negatively on the arc of another main character in your story. So when Jyn loses her father after learning about his plan to destroy the Death Star, it moves her from non-committal in the war all the way to full-on rebel leader. This is also a technique we see when a mentor character dies and serves as the final push for a previously reluctant protagonist to finally commit to the hero's journey. And that's your tip for Story X Story episode number 44. Let us know what you think in the comments or join our Discord and chat with us there. Don't forget to listen and subscribe to the podcast to hear the full audio and our deep dive into the story with our guest author Gary Swaby. You can also subscribe to us here on YouTube for more storytelling tips and other videos from the mayamada universe, and we'll see you next time. Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos we have on the channel. You can also listen to and subscribe to the Story X Story podcast at mayamada.com/storyxstory. We'll see you soon.